Welcome all. This is the week 2 video of International FDP on environment and sustainability. In this video, we will study about the melting of a metal using furnace. I am Engre Sanjay Kumar from Sanjay Vodawat University, Kolhapur. We know that foundry is an energy intensive industry. A lot of energy is consumed in this sector. Out of this foundry, if you study the distribution of average energy consumption in each section, then you will find melting section consumes around 70% of energy, molding and core making consumes around 10% of energy, and the remaining sand plant section 6%, lighting section 5%, compressor section 5%, and the others are 4%. So you'll find out of this total energy consumed in the foundry, almost 70% of the energy is utilized in the melting section. Already in this week 2, we have studied that the largest CO2 emission is due to electricity power generation. And in India, till today, 75% of the power generation is done by consuming the fossil fuels, and hence we need to efficiently utilize the equipment which consumes an electric energy. Now foundry, as we studied, it is an energy intensive industry, and out of this melting consumes more amount of energy, so we will focus more on reducing the energy required for melting. Across the globe, the average energy consumed for melting of CI for 1 ton is in between 610 to 650 kilowatt hours. And in India, especially small scale industrial units, they consume the energy in the range of 700 to 750 for melting 1 ton of CI. Now, so there is enough scope of reducing this energy if we want to meet the target at an international level. So what we will focus is how we can reduce the energy, and hence we can reduce the CO2 emission and we can save the environment. So we will study the sustainable practices related to this in this week 2 video. Any organization, it cannot have only one objective as profit. It has to combine the interest of the organization, no doubt, but it has to be coupled with the interest of the society and interest of the environment, so that it becomes a sustainable practice. So the sustainable practice for reducing the melting energy for the melting, it can be broadly classified into 2 categories. First, better charge preparation, and then the energy management and reducing the metal content of the runners. Runner is a part of the gating system which allows the molten metal to flow into the cavity. Now, these measures definitely will make the process more sustainable in the long run. Here, I have mentioned some of the practices which one can follow in the process of melting of a metal using furnace. First one, better charge preparation, no doubt. Okay, it includes a lot of activities like weighing of charge, keeping the charge dry, as well as knowing its exact composition. Then we can focus on reducing the formation of a slag, because it carries also a lot of heat along with it. Then we need to preheat the furnace, as well as we can preheat the charge, so that the melting time can be reduced. We can make an attempt to recover the waste heat generated in the process, and we have to effectively manage the demand of the electric energy. Reducing the amount of metal in the casting will also help the will help in reduction of the total energy. And there are a lot of simulation softwares are available, okay, which can help us to optimize the design of the gating system. The simulation software not only optimizes the design of the gating system, but they also help us in reducing the number of trials which otherwise required. And now when the number of trials are more, we know that energy consumed will be more, losses will be more. So that can be taken care of by using the simulation software. So this is about the content of the week 2, that is the sustainability in managing the environment. Thank you very much.